I thought of one more. That was a great answer, Mike. I thought of one more. I
Okay.
thought this is kind of like a generic one, but what is one of your favorite moments, if not your favorite moments, as a club coach? Is there any that like stick out to you? I'm sure that's really hard.
Hmm. Wow. I can give you two.
Okay.
One with the club and one with the high school. The club was so you were on the B team, but then we also had the A team. And to take you guys from being both average teams to training 4 days a week and to seeing the results that compounded over a year and to have both of your teams, the A and the B team, just play unbelievable soccer. It's just like because once you figure out the formula, it's like creating like a new like food item or something like it's like an invention. It's like so training 4 days a week, but with purpose, futsal. And what's crazy is that we didn't even do film back then. So like right now, my two teams are doing 3 sessions a week in person and a film session on the fourth day because we don't have access to like a futsal or to the some um, to that extreme of having availability to like a tennis court or something like that to play futsal type. So once you have that formula down, like it's never perfect and it definitely always evolves, but like to take that idea and then to implement it with those two teams and to see how much joy and like how much you guys got so much better. Like I did Coco's interview last week and like we talked about it obviously and like I named it like the untouchable season because there were times when like other teams couldn't like get the ball back, and that's an amazing feeling as a coach, and then obviously as a player, hopefully as parents who are seeing it. So yeah, so to be able to take like those two sides and have them really excel, because also the A team had quite a few that went off to play, and then also like yourself and the other players on your team go off. I think so. Yeah, there's a handful of girls that from those two teams that were able to go off into to their next levels. So that's really rewarding to see you guys have success. You know what I mean? It's awesome. And then yeah, I would say my first high school job to take a team that was 2-12-5, um,
Wow.
and then to take them over and with the same exact team go 7-7-5, 1 point off playoffs. And you know what's so crazy, Camille? It's all because of Samson. All because of Samson. Because literally, that's when him and I really started to talk about like the blocks, mid block, low block, and the benefits. Like we did. It was just so much soccer talk. Like it was more than I ever have had, and like taking all of that and then applying it at my first high school job and frustrating teams that used to crush us back in the day, and to see those players be one point shy off of going into playoffs, like that was on. It was heartbreaking, but it also was just to see them have that success and to have other people in the community be like, okay, like we see what you're doing to be able to stay in these games, and it's not enjoyable necessarily to sit back and absorb pressure and try to counter, but I think what was beautiful is just like the challenge of getting that buy-in and then having it like you know kind of grow, because you can have buy-in, but if you start to have not necessarily the best of results and experiences, you can start to lose that buy-in.
Right.
So when you're able to have the buy-in and then it kind of compounds and compounds and it's like, oh man, we're like a point away from like going to playoffs for the first time in like a decade or whatever it was, because all those girls that were on that team like since freshman year had never made playoffs and they were not even close. They weren't even in the conversation. So for them to be able to get so close and to have the game that happened, like yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot of, I think, just overall in coaching, it's just the relationships that you're able to build, and not all of them are going to always be kind of like what you and your family and I have, but you know, they're all just great, you know, like just so yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been about 15 years now, almost. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's crazy,
a lot of
Mike.
sun, a lot of sun, a lot of sun coming.
Wear that sunscreen. Wear that sunscreen.
You know I don't like sunscreen. I can't stand wearing sunscreen, man. I actually have like you can probably see. Oh, look at that. That's
Oh
bad,
my gosh,
man. I
Mike.
know.
Gonna get wrinkly.
I know. I'm already getting the what they call them, the crow eyes.
Yeah. You're already getting them? Oh no.
Yeah, you can kind of yeah see like on the
Yeah.
sides. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Um,